And now, for the question you have all been waiting for. If the stock market crashes, will Bitcoin go up? Will the crypto market moon if the stock market crashes? And the answer to that question is no. Bitcoin was released right after the 2008 financial crisis. This record-breaking bull run that the traditional markets have been on has directly benefited Bitcoin. The value that has been created during that bull run has been being transferred into Bitcoin. Traditional traders that were in the stock market, during Bitcoin's run up saw that you could make way more money buying Bitcoin than you could in the stock market. So a lot of traditional traders took their profits and put it into Bitcoin for those big gains. So the answer, guys, is no. Bitcoin will not benefit from a stock market collapse. In fact, it will do worse. It'll fall with the market. That's what history and evidence suggests, is that no, Bitcoin does not act as a hedge against traditional markets. It never has, and it most likely never will. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and you are watching another episode of I Trade Crypto. So obviously I have not been uploading all that much content, guys. There's not really a reason for me to do it. You guys already know what I think. If I go live or if I make a video, there's not really much for me to say at this point other than, let's wait it out. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the market does. In my opinion, there has really not been any significant events, no significant news. Nothing to fundamentally turn this trend around. Whether we're talking about an ETF, whether we're talking about backed institutions getting involved, I don't think there's a reason for them to get involved right now. We need to ask ourselves some of the hard-hitting questions. Why should Bitcoin's price be going up right now? Is backed really going to make it that much better, or that much more worth it for institutions to get involved in the crypto market? To me right now, it just seems like there's nothing really new. There's nothing game-changing going on here. So we're asking ourselves all these questions, and people always come to the conclusion of, well, the price is going to go up. Institutions want to get in before the price goes up, before demand increases or whatever. If the only reason that institutions have to get into crypto or Bitcoin is the price going up, is it really that useful in the first place? Does it deserve these price valuations of $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000? Maybe it does, but maybe that time is just not right now. A lot of my listeners who are listening now have heard a lot of these things before, have heard me talk about them a lot. You guys are all in the know. You know what I'm talking about here. And of course, guys, Bitcoin's price movements have always been very exaggerated. They've always been very long-term, right? When Bitcoin's going up, it usually goes up for a long period of time. When it's going down, it goes down for a long period of time. So this is nothing new. Guys, this is nothing new. If Bitcoin continues, in my opinion, most likely Bitcoin will continue the downtrend and actually break into a true bear market where we start seeing lower lows. And if that happens, guys, and we're on the downswing for, a year, that's nothing new, okay? That is nothing new in the Bitcoin crypto market. This is what veterans are used to, right? A lot of the new people in the crypto market are not really used to these long-term time periods. They also have a misconception with the idea of mass adoption. And if, last year during that major run-up, Bitcoin was being mass adopted. So a lot of you then would argue that, well, there's such a small amount of the population owns Bitcoin, so how could have mass adoption take place? Well, guys, there's a limit, right? Not everyone's going to own Bitcoin. Not everyone wants to own Bitcoin. Like, not even a couple percent of the population want to own Bitcoin at this point in time. So the demand, there's a ceiling, guys. The demand ceiling, the price ceiling, all these, there's just a certain threshold that Bitcoin is not capable of crossing right now. And I think we actually hit that ceiling in December, January, when we hit $20,000. I think we found that ceiling. For this current environment, the current environment of the global economy, guys, for the current state of the world, we hit the ceiling for this current period of time, and I think it's going to take a while before another ceiling can be created that's higher than that 20,000 level, right? I mean, guys, this is not even my opinion at this point. It's pretty clear, right? We hit a demand ceiling, a price ceiling. And just overall, and also the technology itself as well, guys, also hit a ceiling and kind of, it wasn't progressing extremely rapidly. It's a new technology. It's still being figured out, right? So there's some ceilings, guys, overall that things just can't cross right now. That's just what's obvious to me. You really just have to spend a lot of time looking at the charts, looking at the news, looking at social media, seeing what other people are saying, and you have to really form your own opinion. You can't listen to other people because everybody always, you know, everybody always has something to say about the market and all these things. You can't really listen to just take other people's word for it. You really have to, you yourself, try to gather as much information as possible. You know, take that information in, process it, and over time you'll come up with a better understanding. You know, as long as you're staying level-headed, you'll end up getting a better perspective on, you know, what's to come. I don't think it's really possible at this point now, guys, that crypto would see another wave of enthusiasm breaking us, you know, above all-time highs at this point. I think it's going to be a while. And I think this is also nothing new. Like I was saying, this is nothing new. If you're a crypto veteran, then this is not something that should surprise you, right? So that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you all learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Before you go, just wanted to mention that I do have a Patreon, and I upload exclusive content on there every month. And you know, even when things are boring in the market, I'm not uploading all that much content, I will be uploading to Patreon. So if you are interested, thank you to all the Patreon supporters who are with me now. Link in the description, hit that like button, subscribe button, hit that bell button, and I will see you all in the next video.